ships coming in, Prince of Pentacles, an offer. I'm going to keep those. God, Source, Creator, Yeshua, Universe, Mama Gaia, Luna, Moon, Goddess, Cosmos, Angels, Ancestors, Wayshowers, Guides, Ascended Masters, Archangels, Galactic Federation, Council of Light, Elementals, Fae, Mary Magdalene, beings assigned to our team for our highest, holiest, heavenliest, most divine, godly good, celestial guardians, protectors, divine messengers, and all benevolent beings of light. What do we need to know about this Armageddon on those who attempted to end an angel? What is up, Galactic Golden Ohana? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? What's the vibe? I'm going to be honest. I'm slightly disgusted by this energy today. And the desperation that certain individuals harbor with attempting to put you in a position to where you miss an opportunity or are not here to receive something. Because what I was channeled were individuals were actively, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But for some of you, individuals were actively working against a union so that it would be too late by the time somebody gained clarity about you. Like, individuals wanted you not here. It's like a past life event that occurred to where somebody arrived too late. They didn't make it on time. Something happened to you before this individual was able to connect to you. And it seems like these karmic individuals that may have reincarnated with you in this lifetime were attempting to have a very similar outcome, to where something was supposed to happen to you before something arrived or someone arrived. But you've got this offer coming through where ships are coming in for you, as well as ships are coming in for these individuals, but not what they anticipated. And again, like I said, I'm like slightly disgusted by this energy. Because what I was shown was you were supposed to succumb to some type of dis-ease or illness. Like, it wasn't just about you being like institutionalized or imprisoned. This was, you were not supposed to be here, which would make life easier for others. There's also an individual that was actively working towards you missing this opportunity so they could hold on to it, or this individual. So for some of you, there's a karmic familial unit that was working, actively working day and night to try and make sure that you wouldn't make it to receiving this, or make it so they wouldn't receive consequences. For others of you, this may have been a karmic familial unit and a third party working against you having some type of union. Like, somebody really was fighting. It's like they wanted somebody to see you as the enemy, or they wanted you to see love as the enemy. And it wasn't just about you ending up alone. It was about you never receiving this love, like being taken out of this world before you ever experience unconditional love. And that is why I am so disgusted by this energy. Like, it slightly made me a little emotional because I'm like, who thinks like that? That is such a disgusting mentality to have. Like, I never want this person to experience being unconditionally loved. I want them to leave this world not knowing it. And I think that's just so nasty. But the fortunate thing for you is the favor over your life and the magnetic energy you're in and what has been ordained for you to receive. Which for some of you is this union. For others, it is this inheritance, this abundance, this windfall of fortune. Or for those that are resonating with both energies, you're receiving it all. You're getting it all while someone is losing it all. So if you felt some heavier energy, it was individuals working against what you are about to receive. What you are supposed to receive. Contemplation. Looks like somebody was also being tested about you. Ooh, Lynette, that is karma on that individual. You just found out that besides the ex being in jail, he also has prostate cancer and an STD. That, I would say, is definitely Armageddon. That sounds like a fistful of divine fury. You just found out? That was the divine letting you know what's happening on your behalf and how protected you are and what needs to occur in order to sit certain energies down. And that's exactly why they had me name the live Armageddon on those who attempted to end an angel. Because Armageddon is the last battle between good and evil before the day of judgment. And the day of judgment has arrived. You fought fiercely, but it looks like somebody else was also tested to see whether or not they would be a vibratory match with what they were up against. Somebody here is definitely a spiritual warrior that is meant to be in connection to you. They just needed to get out of their head. Somebody here was being influenced by the chaos that was being directed towards them. Somebody here was in alignment to the type of energy that was, the type of oppression that was being placed on them, and the type of perception that was being projected about you onto them. So how they would see you would be skewed. And Alicia, my condolences. If you have recently lost somebody, my heart goes out to you. But know that if they are meant to, they will always be with you. There are some individuals that are passing away because that is their judgment. There are others that have taken massive hits to where they were not able to overcome, and you are what brings them justice. And the screen just blacked out as soon as I said that. It's lights out for somebody. But it's also you stepping into a position to give those who had fallen before you or fallen around you the justice they deserve. It's not just that Armageddon is being brought down upon these energies, it's that you are Armageddon itself with those who attempted to oppose you. You are a walking judgment to individuals that never thought they would face consequences. And the divine, the Most High, set it up this way. You are the light that guides, but you are also the darkness that swallows, depending on how people treat you. It's like you are a blessing and a curse, and so many of these individuals feel like they have been cursed, which they have been, by trying to hex and curse you. This reflection that you are, you have reflected what they were attempting to project, and we talked about this on a TikTok live that I actually have posted over here, where you are the reflection. And depending on what individuals project onto you is what is reflected back onto them. And again, you are a blessing, you are a curse, depending on how individuals treat you. You got a lot of individuals resentful right now because of what they've experienced and what they are currently experiencing. Some of these individuals have already lost their stability, they've lost a home, and now they're doubling down on targeting and attacking you because they feel like you are to blame. When in all reality, it was because of what these individuals had done to you and the way that they may have been monitoring you that they were removed from your environment, or their judgment because of how they were attacking your stability was to lose theirs. Only for them not to see the lesson in what was occurring, what they were experiencing. And it differs from what you have experienced and what you have intaken and alchemized and turned into wisdom. Instead of why me, it was, instead of why me, you looked at it and you said, what can I learn from this? Where many of us have lost everything, but we didn't look to the sky and curse the Most High. We said, okay, what do I need to learn from this? Why was this taken out of my reality? Like, what about this was I not meant to experience? How was I meant to progress with what has been taken from me? What has been stripped from my experience? Exactly. What doesn't take you out only makes you stronger. We looked at it with very optimistic eyes because we knew there was always a reason, that the divine and the Most High always has a reason. Where these individuals are looking at it like you are to blame. And again, you got a lot of individuals doubling down right now, attempting to target you because of the peace that you were in. And they're angry with the Most High, and they're angry with the fact that you're not experiencing, we got magic at the bottom of the deck. Excuse me. They're angry that you're not experiencing what they feel like you should be. Again, this is very disgusting energy because they really wanted something to happen to you. They were really projecting some type of hurt, harm, and injury, or paying for some type of practitionary work to cause hurt, harm, and injury so that you would miss an opportunity. so that you wouldn't make it in this life. Exactly. What does, yes, hey, I'm going. What doesn't break you makes you. It created who you are today. I won't say it created, but it assisted in the birth of who you are today. And you do have these ships coming in. What they wanted you to miss, you're receiving. So if you've been lacking faith, or you've been doubting divine connection, or you've been doubting receiving your harvest, Spirit is here, ancestors here, or angels are here to say, I'm fighting for you. We got 3 7s on the board. I cannot make this up. 777. They're showing me like the slot machine. You hit the jackpot. This is also sneaky and deceptive behavior that ancestors, angels, and the Most High are fighting to assure that you get this harvest. It took time. It's taking time. I also just heard time is linear. And I also just heard time does not exist. Victory. This took time because all those that are meant to be in connection to you were tested to make sure that they would not be a liability along your journey. Like I said, there were individuals that are meant to be connected to you that were in alignment to the energetic projections that were being directed their way. And they had to overcome this themselves. They had to sort through their shadows themselves. You couldn't help with this. You couldn't force somebody to see you for who you are. You couldn't force somebody to be a part of your experience. You couldn't force somebody to see your truth. Only they, with dealing with their own shadows, their own insecurities and inadequacies, would be able to align with you. And same goes with these opportunities. Remaining focused on service inevitably brings you the abundance that will put you in a position to be more of service on this planet. So it's like you release the expectation for how things were meant to play out. And even though there were a lot of individuals attempting to create a lot of obstacles for you, you continuously overcame and remained faithful and patient. And I'm here to say that your faith has paid off. Your resilience is being rewarded. Your determination is being admired. It's like, don't break down when you're so close, when you're in the breakthrough. I was going to say when you're so close to a breakthrough. Spirit said when you're in the breakthrough, we're fighting on your behalf. Again, everything needed to go in order. It was divine timing here. This is about remaining in your the peaceful state of gratitude with what you're learning. Again, many of you in here have confirmed that you have received some type of communication about individuals facing this Armageddon, this judgment. And it is something you wouldn't wish on your worst enemy, only for these individuals to be your worst enemy. We got wish fulfillment on the board and 10 of Pentacles. What you prayed for, what you wished for is yours. And again, you have a counterpart out here that they needed to prove themselves worthy of being in connection to you. And this is somebody that harbored a lot of trust issues and doubt, self-doubt. This individual, they were susceptible to the type of work that was being directed their way because of the work that they needed to be triggered to do. And if you're wondering, where is my God-ordained husband? Where is my God-ordained wife? They had to put in work. This is showing the Most High that they would not, like I said, be a liability to your journey. I also, weirdly enough, just got a Starbucks commercial, and they split the word star and then bucks. Star healing, bucks fortune, but it's also fame and fortune. So some of you have aligned with a timeline to where you are going to be making the most impact, but it also comes with the most abundance because this would put you in a position to make the most change. And I'm not speaking on somebody from the past. This seems like somebody that had a lot of interference, that had attracted within their shadow state a shadow twin of their own, a karmic soulmate, or a karmic familial unit that was taking advantage of what they had achieved within this life. Two of Staves, movement forward. So this is about maintaining your peace while those attempting to project chaos, dis-ease, and death upon you are having it redirected and reflected into their experience. And many of you, if not all of you, are going to receive some type of communication about the type of judgment these individuals are facing, because like in Psalms 91, it states that you will see their judgment, you will see their punishment, and you will. I know that I have seen many individuals that I have questioned whether or not they were targeting me, including some neighbors that I had received confirmation with what had occurred, with what the Most High had shown me had happened to them. So many of you are going to be shown your enemies, because this is the Armageddon around you, but not happening to you. Transform it for change. Transformation is also like this is giving me a shift, like a quantum leap. I heard time for change. The time for change. Also with this quantum leap, I'm getting you were pulled from a specific timeline where traps had been laid out for those who would attempt to follow you, those who would attempt to continually antagonize you. They're showing me like a bear trap that snapped closed. I heard rigged this way. The game had been rigged, it had been rigged this way. You reset the rigging. Instead, it was rigged against them instead of being against you. This is a part of this Armageddon. With how you were never supposed to have this unconditional love. You were never supposed to have this wish fulfillment, this windfall of fortune. You got a lot of pushback from the distorted inorganic grid system here. Exactly, the game is rigged against us. It was like rigged to keep us in poverty, keep us doubting our abilities, to keep us, to break us. Interesting. Queen of Pentacles. Because of the changes you would make in this position. I'm also getting the Star with the Queen of Pentacles. With transformation and wish fulfillment. I'm sorry, with what they're channeling me, I am blown away. Again, judgment, but I'm like gobsmacked. Because this was multiple attempts made to assure that you would not change the world more than you already were. Like, it's something about this fortune, these connections that are detrimental to any corrupted power structure on this planet. So this wasn't just about a karmic familial unit fighting you. This was elites, organizations, and networks. Guard dogs to the inorganic grid system that saw you breaking through what was meant to be rigged against you. So this is Armageddon on all those attempting to reinstate the inorganic grid system by targeting you and keeping you in suffering, like boxing you in. If you have a platform, they were consistently attempting to like shadow ban you, keep you from being seen, keep your messages from spreading. If you make art, they wanted you to doubt your art, not release your art, not believe in your artistry, or not receive any recognition from your artistry. When you have coded your art, whatever it is, like you could paint, and within what you are painting, there's light coding. And that light coding would activate those it was meant to that perceived it. But this artistry, you being this prophet, this prophetess, and what you speak through your art, how you assist in activations through your art, you were being blocked intentionally. It's like they wanted you to succumb to your suffering. Or it's like they were all trying to pile on you, all of these guard dogs of the inorganic grid system, practitioners. I feel like there are multiple individuals attempting to pile on you and break you down till you just give in to something. Like you stop fighting and you give in. You let something take effect. Like you stop praying, you stop believing, you just go dark. Like you let yourself be stomped out. And that's not happening. This is why this Armageddon is being brought down. The definition of Armageddon is the last battle between good and evil before the day of judgment. You are the good. And there was a lot of evil targeting you. A lot of ways that open vessels had been manipulated to come up against you, including karmic familial units, old friends, cities, neighborhoods, exes. Anybody that could be manipulated, like if you've seen The Last Matrix, where normal people would be having a conversation and all of a sudden when the doctor pressed a specific button, they got manipulated and they started acting crazy. This is also like, they're showing me the way Agent Smith spread. How he would hop in normal people and then they would become Agent Smith. Anything to get to you. This is a lot of pushback from the system. Whether they're in the judicial system, police force, lawyers, like anybody that could be corrupted or anybody that was a part of these organizations. Yeah, this is definitely spiritual warfare. Anybody that was a part of these organizations, elites, networks, societies, no matter what they were in, there could be doctors out here that are 33-degree Freemasons that have gone rogue. There could be psychiatrists out here, just like the doctor in the Matrix was evil. Psychiatrists and psychologists out here working against you because of the type of organization they're a part of. This is how the game was supposed to be rigged against you. Individuals in a position of power working to keep you from receiving abundance, working to keep you from like clearing your name, working to perpetuate a certain narrative about you so you wouldn't receive opportunities, working to try to affect your mental health so that they would be able to institutionalize you. And it's weird because like there were certain things set up for when you were meant to be oppressed. Like the type of like studies that were meant to be done on you. I know quite a few of you have seen that there are certain rappers that will go to jail and they come out different, completely different. Like a Gucci Mane, for example, or Kodak Black, where they went to jail, a certain type of person, emanating a certain type of energy, they came out different. It was some way that you were supposed to be set up in order to be reprogrammed to participate in a darker descent of this planet. This is how you were being targeted. This is why you were so oppressed. Like everything was up against you. This is what I'm getting. Like if there were certain psychologists or psychiatrists that said that you were mentally ill, they were part of the rigging against you. It was intentional to keep you from ever succeeding. Yet the divine and the Most High has continually broken you out of these boxes, while your energy that has infiltrated those that have been antagonizing you has brought down chaos upon them. Everything that they felt like they were getting away with being attached to the darker grid system in these organizations, networks, and societies is backfiring on them. No wonder I was so disgusted by this energy. They were supposed to do everything to make sure that you didn't make it. Everything. Like everything was up against you. It doesn't make sense how you're still here today, other than the Most High. It does not make sense. You had doctors, lawyers, psychologists, teachers, grocery store clerks, like it's given John Wick. It's a little bit given John Wick. Where individuals that look like your normal average Joe definitely were not. Some of you were in a controlled environment or still are in a controlled environment to where some of you even had CIA scientists like looking into your energy, your electromagnetic field, what would affect you, what type of frequencies distorted your energy. And this has all, it's like, this is how they know you were not of this world, but you were in this world. Because everything that would have destroyed the average individual only accelerated your advancement. Some of you are on the government watch list because of what you were able to do and what you know. And I'm getting like everything was up against you. Literally everything. And anybody that had left themselves open as a vessel would be manipulated to come up against you. But you found your footing in this world. And your energy, it's almost like you were exercising the demons intentionally implanted in those that were meant to acknowledge their light. You are I just got Lamb of God. Just commented on my video on TikTok. You are the Lamb of God. You are not to be sacrificed for anyone else, but you gave yourself to the Most High. But it's like the lamb evolving into the lion. The hunted becoming the hunter. And again, yeah, like Daniel in the lion's den, you were thrown to the wolves. You were thrown and locked in with the lions. Individuals expecting you to be eaten alive by these lions, by the matrix, by all of this opposition. But the God in you, like I said previously, it's like exercise the demons intentionally implanted in others. Where Daniel just conversated with the lions. Was like, what's up? Hey, I know you hungry, but don't eat me. Like, we cool, we friends. And the lions just hung out. It didn't matter how hungry they were, they just hung out with Daniel. They were just like, you cool, we like you. You got just God energy all over you. You're an angel. We fucks with that. The lions left him alone. And when they removed the boulder from where they had imprisoned him, they were shocked because he came just strolling out. The lions just left him alone. It's like no matter what situation, what environment you were in, nothing could affect you. Everything that was meant to rip you apart, meant to destroy you, it didn't touch you. Like it wasn't allowed to, because it wasn't. You really truly do have the divine, the Most High's hand over your life, because you shouldn't have made it this far. With how many individuals were working against your success, how many individuals were working against your health, how many individuals were working against your children and your fur babies and your stability. You should not have made it this far. It is absolutely mind-blowing that you are not only still here, but you are breaking through every imposed intentional blockage in your life by very powerful, very well-paid people. Like, these are individuals, again, if you have a platform, these are individuals that are able to pay other individuals to make sure you're never seen. Those that have control over these platforms, those that control YouTube, Sony, confirmation with Power Kitty talking in the background, YouTube, Sony, the entertainment industry, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, those in control of these platforms, those that run these billionaires and these millionaires and these billionaires, they have the power to shut you up and shut you down. Yet every attempt made, they were unable to. There are individuals, federal investigators that had been corrupted coming against you, or CIA coming against you, that met face to face with destiny helpers implanted, destiny helpers within the FBI, destiny helpers within the CIA. Every obstacle was met with its opposing force. God made sure, this is how they know that you are so divinely protected and coveted. Every attempt to destroy you, to block you, to shut you up, to silence you, to shut you down, had an opposing force. Where individuals that run these platforms, there are other individuals that run other platforms that advocate for you. Using that as an example, where if there was a corrupted judge that was working on behalf of a karmic familial unit, there was a destiny helper, a light worker judge that stepped in and overlooked things. Somebody higher than this judge said, this is incorrect, this evidence has been falsified, this paperwork is sketchy to me. Something's wrong with this paperwork. I'm going to overlook this. And the more they dove deeper into this, the more they started to realize how much corruption was going on. This is what I mean by God always backs you. There's always a checkmate with how these individuals target you. This is what I mean by there's always an opposing force that is strategically put in place to assure your success. There's destiny helpers everywhere. Because this is the divine, this is the Most High's love of you. Like if individuals, UPS or mail workers that have been stealing your mail, there are other individuals put in place to assure that you get some type of communication. Like I said, there is always a checkmate to how or who is how they are attempting to oppose you and who is attempting to oppose you. Heavily anointed. With this Ace of Cups, this is much bigger than you can. Thank you, 27.5 Prime. Thank you for your donation and sowing into me, and know that you are receiving it back in each and every way that God ordains and deems is necessary, because you most definitely deserve it. And huge shout out to each and every one of you with your super chats and your gifts and your donations. I really do appreciate them. Thank you. I really, really, really do appreciate them more than you know. It means the world to me. And I just want to say thank you, because I know you don't have to do that, but you do. And what you have sown into me, I am energetically reciprocating back into your experience, back onto you. And may you attract it in the way that you need it the most right now, and that you deserve it the most right now. Thank you. May God's favor reign over your life, and may your cup overfloweth like it is supposed to. Your cup is meant to be overflowing because of this the type of watering it will do to the world that has been so barren of unconditional love, that has been stripped of so much light for so long. They're showing me an oasis that has been created within the desert, but it's spreading. All of a sudden it goes from a dry desert to like a tropical land. And this is what your energy does. This is what your light does. This is what you were put here to do. I'm not saying that you're all love and light, because we're not. We're dual existing beings. We have balanced darkness and balanced light. But what I am saying is you're bringing to this world what was meant to be non-existent, what was meant to go extinct, what was meant to never be seen. You're revealing it. And any individual that comes up against you experiences the dual side, your shadow. That darkness, like I said, you are a gift and a curse. You are the light, but you are also the darkness. You envelop the world and those that reflect onto you or project onto you this light, while you reflect the projections of darkness back into others' experiences. This is how you as a mirror works. A divine mirror at that, one that cannot be shattered, one that cannot be broken. And believe me, there were a lot of individuals working against breaking you. Like, this is, again, I gotta say, this is why I'm so disgusted. Because these are individuals that you would have never expected to be working against you. Or you would have never expected to be keeping eyes on you. You would have never thought, like, certain government officials or, you know, CIA or certain scientists or certain practitioners would be threatened by you. But they are. And it's because of what you bring to this world, what you illuminate as a luminary. And the wisdom you share that others are integrating and progressing with. How you have assisted in the advancement of this planet. Equal give and take. What you put out, you get back. This is equal give and take from the Most High in the universe, always assuring that you staying on the path and narrow, it would always be cleared for you. That's what I'm getting. This path is always being cleared for you as long as you stay on it. But they tried to make it very hard. Judgment right there. Right after I said they tried to make it very hard. That's why judgment is here. Judgment Day. Ooh, this wanted to fly on Judgment, Queen of Wands, oppression. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, the world. Or those that obsess over worldly things. How they look. With the Queen of Wands out here, vanity. Jezebelian spirit. Gluttony. Greed. Whoever this is going through a very painful ending. It did land on Judgment. For attempting to stop you, attempting to box you in. All those of the world that came up against you, attempted to be adversaries in opposition to what you were meant to do for the world, are going through painful endings. Their judgment is based on, they said, the continuity of antagonization after being told to stop. I heard no more warnings. Warnings come before destruction. And you are going through it. You've been through a lot. And you deserve a lot. You were up against a lot. And now it's like you need to realize that even though you were up against a lot, you were never alone. And you will never be alone. Doesn't matter who's got eyes on you, who's cloned your phone, who's trying to tap in and see what you are doing, who's attempting to stop what it is that is being relayed to you from the divine. There is no stopping God's hand over your life. And all those that attempt to be opposition to what you are put here on this planet to do and your destiny are being handled accordingly. And like I said, many of you have already received confirmation with the communication you've gotten that individuals are receiving horrible judgment. But it's because they did horrible things to you. They tried to end an angel. They worked together, and now they're being exposed. They worked together to try and end an angel. You were not supposed to, like I said, you were not supposed to make it this far. This is a lot of work being put up against you, not just to assure that you would leave this world without experiencing unconditional love and a cup that overfloweth. Fate. Ooh, they overrode me. It's fate. I was going to say a fortune that puts you in a position to make massive change where others would rather overlook. Fate. What was fated for you? What is fated to occur? What's fated for this planet to experience with you being in a position of prosperity, power, your divine authority, and the connections that you are meant to obtain in this lifetime, because not only have you earned them and you've aligned with them, but you will further make a massive impact with these connections. So it's the type of threat you are to the inorganic grid system and all of the programs that were maintaining the matrix through the oppression of souls. You got a lot of pushback from evil because of the good that you bring to this planet and the good that you move into this planet and the good that you advance this planet into. The light, higher dimensions, which further exposes these individuals as well as the simulation itself. How many individuals were lost within continual loops so that they would continuously reincarnate within these cycles but not have the knowledge or wisdom to break them, or not have that divine connection and how they were supposed to because of the amount of interference, to where they would continually fall victim to these reincarnation loops and their energy would be continually harvested and used for the elevation, for the stabilization of the simulation. where their elevation would break down, dismantle, and disarm the simulation itself, and all programming is put in place to be a fail-safe for each and every program of the Matrix, each and every updated and adaptive version of the Matrix. And you, the movement, divine revolutionary movement, and you have assisted with this awakening in such a way that it has completely disarmed and dismantled the highest updated version of the simulation itself, which is giving the Matrix has fallen. The inorganic grid system destroyed. Beyond repairability. It seems like this was prophesized, the future. Seems like there are many elites, organizations, networks that anticipated if they were able to crush you, they would be able to manipulate your essence or energy, or they'd be able to manipulate the situation in their favor. And the divine was not allowing that, because you came here as this divine terminator. And I heard to terminate outdated traditional contracts that are no longer necessary upon true earth. The installations of high vibrational energy that have been implanted and integrated here. So this is a bit of a deeper message. I did not expect this to go this way, but now I'm having a deeper understanding of why so many of us experience such stagnation. Why there seemed to be so much resistance to these type of connections and to this abundance, to this justice. And it's because of the threat that it is to individuals that are trying to reclaim power that is not theirs. Prince of Swords, watching, love, and fortune. And now they've got to watch you. They've been watching the truth. They've been watching, your love life, your prosperity, things that are necessary, that are being divinely ordained, I heard divinely orchestrated in ways that they cannot block for you to receive. But they've been watching, trying to block your love life, turn individuals against you that hold unconditional love for you, sabotage your stability, to break you before you receive something, before you receive what comes after this breakthrough, what comes within this breakthrough. It's like they wanted to break you before the breakthrough. I'm really feeling like it. The reason I sighed is because I'm just gobsmacked. I am gobsmacked by the attempts to make sure you were not here to have this moment and to be this massively impactful entity on this planet. Like, it's like you receiving this fortune and this love is the worst possible case scenario for these individuals. Because what you're going to be able to do with it, and how it's some about this romantic dynamic or the type of love you emanate that is, they said it's an energetic coding. This love is an energetic coding. It's an activator. So this dynamic is going to assist others with activating, putting in place certain high vibrational programs of healthy love, healthy unconditional love, and healthy unconditional connections, as well as healthy unconditional familial dynamics. It completely shifts the dynamics that were put in place on this planet to orchestrate oppression. So this love, these connections, the love that you emanate is changing the way that the world perceives what it is they desire to obtain. For example, instead of individuals looking at the Kardashians and going, oh my God, they have so much money, I want to be like their family, which I don't. I rebuke it in the name of Jesus. I bind them in the blood of Jesus. Like, I find them disturbing. I don't like their energy. But there are individuals that look up to them. There are individuals that desire to have a familial connection like they do. But their familial connection and the way it's portrayed is very toxic, where there are now certain familial dynamics being put in the spotlight to where individuals are now looking up to and admiring these healthy family dynamics instead of these corrupted, dramatic, distorted ones. And same goes with relationships. So you having this and you being placed in a certain position to be recognized for the energy you emanate and the destiny that has unfolded for you and what is required within this destiny is detrimental and destructive to these individuals that had certain programs in place in order to continuate oppression, soul oppression, in different ways, along with this fortune and the type of things you'll be able to change on this planet with this fortune. How many lives you will change with having your life changed. And you got a lot of individuals that are up at night stressed, having anxiety because you're receiving this offer. Stressed, having anxiety, and burdened because what they did to box you in, the divine broke you out of. And yes, high vibrational friendships, soul family connections, high vibrational romantic partners depicting what unconditional love is meant to look and feel like. Unconditionally loving, harmonious, healthy family dynamics that hold generational wealth and are willing to share it and help others step into their own. It's like the world is shifting from glamored, concentrated, distorted iconicism. I'm not sure if that's a word, but like icon. Idolism. Thank you. Distorted, corrupted, concentrated idolism to inspired, true divine stars. It's like I'm seeing the world like it's moving less from, or it's moved out of control and illusions and glamorization and harvesting to sharing, receptivity, creativity, connectivity. And this has all got to do with you. Like you are a pivotal point to this progress on this planet. Exactly. The way we put people on a pedestal, it is changing. And the false idols have fallen. Where those that are meant to be guiding lights in this world, that are meant to be evoke inspiration in others, are being revealed and recognized for the type of energy they're emanating, the work they have put in, and the connections they have obtained, the connections that they have connected to, and what they've been put here to do. Recognized as the star that you truly are. We got 3 of Cups and quick communication, win by any means necessary. So we do have a third-party dynamic here, somebody that wanted to win by any means necessary, that's receiving a message of concern. Quick communication, a familial dynamic, something about their family or the family they wanted to have. What about this third party? Balance in reverse. It wanted to come out sideways. The obstacles between you and what was meant to be balanced for you, the scales of justice being balanced, have corrected itself. While somebody else feels as though they've been done dirty, they've been done an injustice because of what's happening to their life, and the fact they feel like a practitioner lied to them because they're still going through backfires even though they were meant to be protected. Somebody thought they were protected from a backfire. Or many individuals did, in regret and remorse about the fact they no longer have this passionate new beginning, but you do, as you are the true star. We got 4 of Swords, sickness. They were working to, we started the live off like this. They were putting in work, 8 of Pentacles, to make sure you would be laid to rest before you ever received any of this. This disgusting energy. And I'm not surprised somebody's in remorse and regret right now. I'm not surprised that many of these individuals are in remorse and regret right now with how things are ending for them and the sickness that has, they just channeled me down with the sickness by Disturbed, where I can see the sickness inside you. I can see the sickness rising. Something about, you can see the sickness on them. But the sickness was supposed to be on you. I can see inside you the sickness is rising. So something about somebody's down with the sickness. Somebody who's very disturbed right now, or multiple individuals. This is a part of their judgment. Confusion, chaos. Well, this is actually confusion and illusion with the Seven of Cups here. Princess of Cups makes me feel as though this is supposed to be mental turmoil and chaos for you. Again, you were meant to be crushed. This was everything up against you. Everything. They're literally looking at you as though, like, this should have been impossible. And it really should have. But again, every attempt on your life, wisdom. Every attempt on your life and your destiny, you had God's hand over it. Every attempt was backed up, was reversed, was redirected by the divine that protects you. With wisdom here. And justice. Every attempt to cause you injustice was inevitably balanced out. So they know that, yes, this should have been impossible for you. But anything impossible for man is possible with the divine. You truly are anointed. You truly are anointed, because everything gets corrected for you. Things that were supposed to inevitably cause your destruction, your fall, your death, were reversed. You were kept from, you avoided, you overcame. It doesn't make sense. There is no logical explanation for how you continually broke out of this. That song came on at the gym, confirmation. And you got the confirmation about your ex having prostate cancer and an STD. So that song was definitely confirmation for you. Eight of Swords, mental entrapment, and a marriage in the reverse, or a hierophant, an organization in reverse. Because the tradition is like old money. Organizations, networks, and societies, it's also God. Those that do not have God on their side are mentally entrapped and going through a lot of conflict right now. And again, the only logical explanation for why you are still here, and why you are still thriving and being seen, why you are still healing, why you are still receiving, is because there is a higher power looking over you. Always has been. There were things that before you were awakened you shouldn't have survived. You shouldn't have got out of. You shouldn't have been able to avoid. You should have walked right into, but you didn't. That little intuitive gut nudge that you got was the Most High saying, don't go there. Disconnect from that person. Don't eat that. Don't do that. Don't watch that. You were always guided, you were always protected, but you always listened, even when you were not awake. There were some lessons that were harder than others, because you may have been a little bit hard-headed at first. But through these experiences, they only awakened you further. They only assisted in your advancement and evolution. They were necessary. But anything that was meant to cause your death, your demise, you were protected from. And believe me, there were a lot of attempts. Two of Cups and fertility. Again, this is a part of your harvest. You are receiving an unconditionally loving dynamic. You are stepping into partnerships, because this isn't just romantic. This could be business-related partnerships as well as platonic high-level soul family connections. And you're receiving them. Now, believe me, we've got a full moon, and I'm not sure what it is, what it is in. But we do have a full moon, I believe, on the 27th. So you best believe that these individuals are going to be actively working on whatever they feel within their desperate state of existing will have an effect on you. They are going to continually try, but it's not going to have an impact on you. So if you do feel odd energy, listen to your divine guidance on what you are supposed to do. Whether you're supposed to cleanse, keep up with your spiritual hygiene, Palo Santo, dragon's blood, frankincense and myrrh, cedar, floor washes, a white prayer candle, things like that. Or what you're being guided to intake. Because I was recently guided to obtain some lion's mane, and I knew immediately, okay, Lion's mane as well as reishi mushrooms and oyster mushrooms assist in your health. Like, especially if somebody is attempting to project cancer over you, I highly recommend, if you were able to obtain these mushrooms, reishi mushrooms, oyster mushrooms, shiitake mushrooms, as well as lion's mane. But I knew immediately, like, somebody was directing dis-ease at me, especially with how my guides had me listen to healing frequencies over the weekend. There was an attempt to siphon my energy for others to heal and project their own dis-ease my way or my fur baby's way. So my spirit guides had me set it up in a way where I was prepared for what individuals were going to be attempting to do. With this full moon coming up, this is definitely the time to be vigilant. I won't say vigilant. I don't want any of you paranoid, but like, be vigilant to and observative to what your divine team is attempting to relay to you, because they're preparing you for what may be projected your way, and where you need to raise your vibration or what you need to actively work on in order to effortlessly intake and alchemize that energy while redirecting the projection of intent and entities. We got, and what I did, there's reason. The moon. I can't make this shit up. Spirit said, yep, they're definitely doing stuff. They definitely started early. So listen to your spirit team. Listen to your spirit team. I know we always do, but if there's something that keeps calling out to you, listen to that calling. There's a reason why the divine is guiding you to obtain certain things or do certain things at this time. Especially with the moon flying out right as I was talking about the full moon coming up. We got stability. There may be individuals that are targeting your stability or your union. So some of you are going to be guided to pray over your God-ordained spouse, even though you have not met them. So some of you you felt the urge to pray for your person. Like, I pray that my God-ordained spouse is protected, that their energy is clear, that they are surrounded by warring angels. You were guided to say this for a reason. Some of you are being guided to say this. Same goes for your stability and environment. Continually affirming your divine sovereignty and your environmental protection. The protection over and within your home. As well as you may be guided to cleanse your home. There's a reason for that. And I know it may be slightly tedious. It's become routine for me. But I know that when I get that nudge, there's a reason. And any time that I have done like cleaning and clearing, there's an individual that will be visually shown to me that has something happen. So this isn't about being paranoid. This is about following that nudge. Following that guidance, because there is always a reason to why God is guiding you to, like I said, obtain or do something. Because strength and chaos. Here we go. The source is source is letting all of us know what individuals are anticipating and what they're directing our way. So if you've been feeling slight agitation come out of nowhere, that's the residual of this energy that these individuals are currently working on. You're just picking up on what individuals are attempting to project into your environment, over your home. So looks like there is a group, a coven, organization, network, and society, some elites working on trying to push in chaos into your experience. They could also be attempting to affect your physical appearance. You could be getting woken up in the middle of the night because your spirit team is pulling you out of where individuals were attempting to interject themselves or interfere. You could have individuals attempting to use the mirror to astral travel to you or project a certain amount of or a certain energy into your experience in the dream state. But it is being blocked. There is a counterattack here. You've already been prepared for this. Again, follow your intuition, because this is supposed to be strong chaos sent to your home, or strong chaos sent to your union, so that your person who you're meant to connect to would see you as an enemy, would see you as competition, or would start to fight you, or you would start to fight each other. So if you're already married, again, pray over your person. If you're already together with this person and you've been having little bickering arguments and disagreements, it's been chaos sent to your home, sent to your union. If you're not with this person, they're trying to get this person to walk away from you. They're trying to get this person to avoid connection with you, to see you as a problem. So pray over your union, pray over your person even if you haven't met them yet, or affirm over them. Nine of Pentacles, and it looks like this individual is single or you are single. Both of you are single at this time. This is living your best life. So this is the divine saying, with this King of Pentacles out here and new beginning, you are getting this new beginning. We already have the Queen of Pentacles out here. With the Nine of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles, that's 11 Pentacles. Queen, King, and Nine of Pentacles, 11 Pentacles. So you're in perfect alignment to this connection, as well as to this financial windfall. And I just heard, keep it that way. You got a lot of opposition, but you got a bigger God. Or should I say, we got a bigger God. While these individuals have Armageddon. Just a complete destruction. Arma-motherfucking-geddon. Complete destruction on the entirety of their existence. So, let me see what else we need to know, because we're already an hour in. Again, listen to your intuition, listen to your divine guidance. Know that individuals are actively working against you, but the divine is actively working for you. There's no reason to fear or worry, but acknowledge what individuals are actively doing and what they're attempting to disrupt, so that you can I won't even say work against it, so you can be prepared for the alchemization of that energy. You are very welcome. Hold the fort! I'm sorry. That just came out of me. That must have been an angel message. With I will, I heard hold the fort. And it sounded like something that individuals would say while they were preparing for battle, is hold the fort. So, I'm sorry. Oh my God, that just came out. I needed that. Hold it down. Exactly. With Leo energy, it's giving strength. It's like, ground what you are feeling. It's also with I will. This is individuals attempting to impede on, I was about to say, your free will and your destiny. I will receive what comes with my destiny. Hold the fort. Hold it down. Stay 10 toes down. Just keep believing. Don't give up hope. Don't give up faith. Like I said, they're trying to break us down. They're all piling on us at once. They're all attempting to project something and sacrifice. I'm tired of these individuals, and I know y'all are tired too, and I know that God is tired too. But like I said, this experience is necessary for the advancement of this realm, and certain power structures, corrupted power structures put in place to end with the world and Sun Spirit. The world just wanted to bounce over to sacrifice, so it's the end of this sacrifice. Again, hold the fort. Spirit, the Most High, is revealing what is occurring within this world. It is the end to sacrifice in this world. But you are pivotable. You are pivotable. Fortable. Formidable. Okay, now they're chat. Formidable. You are formidable. You are pivotal to this massive transformation on this planet, to where these sacrificial rituals being done on you that you've integrated, alchemized, and moved throughout your golden grid system below your feet is assisting others with overcoming what used to work on them and the positions they were being placed in within these sacrificial rituals to be harvested from. So Spirit is showing you it's a part of your destiny to hold the fort down. With I will. It's like what you have muscled through is helping others muscle through it too. The world is changing, no longer built on the sacrifice of souls, but on the understanding and the integration of the divine. The understanding, the integration, and the extension, direct extension to the divine, from the divine and of the divine. This is your destiny. This is why they said hold the fort. It's a big mission. It's a big job. It comes with a lot of enemies. A lot of big dogs playing the field right now. And you on this motherfucker and you winning. It's like you got the football and you running. I'm sorry. Why are they? My spirit team is hilarious. You got the football and you running. And you got all these big dogs, all these muscle, what are they, quarterbacks, coming to try and sack you. And you're like, juking them. Okay, you got to keep juking this energy. You're almost to the touchdown. You right there. That's what I'm getting. It's like all of these spiritual hitmen, these elites, these organizations, these networks, all of these open vessels being used to be opposition to you. All of them are like these quarterbacks trying to sack you while you're almost there. And if you just give up and be like, I'm out of breath, I'm not running this fucking ball, whatever, just hit me, they gonna sack you. All of them are gonna pile on you. So the divine is like, I got you. You got other divine quarterbacks, or what are they? I don't know the term football with what they're showing me. You got others behind you pushing these individuals out of the way. You got these, they're running next to you, but they're making sure you get to where you need to go. You just got to keep your eyes on the prize. You just got to get to the touchdown. You got the divine warriors, these divine football players coming through and bulldozing through anybody that tries to sack you, anybody that tries to tackle you. They're getting moted. They're getting bulldozed. You just got to keep your eyes on where you're going. And no matter what is thrown at you, no matter how many times individuals try and kick your feet, you got to jump. You got to juke. You got to run. You got to move. That's what the divine is saying. Keep going. You're almost there. I love the analogies they use because they're funny. I'm not a sports girl, but I have quite a few spirit team members that are into sports, which is hilarious. Still confused on love. We got love. The divine loves you. You are heavily protected. And again, what you are meant to bring into this world with what you receive is imperative. So stay 10 toes down, basically. With the love you are receiving from the divine, it's like, believe in what we are telling you. Exactly. Out here dodging like Neo. Exactly. Chosen one. You are the one. And this is the divine saying, we love you. And what we are conveying to you is fact. It's factual. It is truth. Believe in us in the way that we have believed and put and bet everything on you. That's what your team is saying. Believe in us the way we believe in you. We would never let you down. I have. We got Taurus, I have. I told you individuals are getting bulldozed. Taurus is the bull. I'm doing 100 on the highway, and if you do the speed limit, get the fuck out of my way, or you go get ran the fuck over. Ludicrous. Move. That's literally what I just heard, is ludicrous move, and it's that one lyric from Ludacris. I'm doing 100 on the highway, and if you do the speed limit, get the fuck out of my way, or you gonna get ran the over. So individuals that didn't want to move are being bulldozed, so you can get to where you need to go. So you can get to where you need to go. We got Aries, I am. So we got a Taurus and an Aries that may have been working together, going through an ending while you're getting a beginning that tried to end you. That were monitoring your body to see if something had attached to you. And that blew back on them with the provoker, where they are now seeing the effects of this in their reality, and they're receiving a message of concern as well as the truth. That this war with Aries energy out here has been waged, it has been, reinvention has been waged on them. This is Armageddon. This is the divine saying, since you didn't want to sit down, welcome to the war, motherfucker. Since you didn't want to sit down, since you wanted to be a problem, we gonna bring you problems. You gonna receive problems. Every problem you tried to create for this earth angel, every ending you tried to make for this earth angel, you're receiving. It's Armageddon. It's Judgment Day. This is blown back on all their relationships, their finances, their stability, everything. Their bodies. With Cancer, I feel their feelings. With Virgo, I analyze and benefits while they're watching you be blessed. And this is another way that they know that this has backfired. So, let me pull a few more and then I'm going to end it. Uranus, you're a genius. Divine intervention. Y'all see how the screen just went dark? Divine intervention, it's also Uranus, you're a genius. You are owning this. Any attack that has been directed your way, you are alchemizing into intellect, wisdom, understanding of it. You're breaking down these attacks and you're integrating them within this realm where others are picking up on that energy and able to combat the situations they may be experiencing. This is also about, with divine intervention out here, Uranus, you're a genius, which also signifies divine intervention. This is about what you own and what is due to you. Debts are being paid while you already paid your dues, and you are receiving. Faith. I'm going to take this as the ending card. Faith. So keep the faith. What has been promised to you, you are receiving. You paid your dues, and now you are like receiving a divine payout that is so very much due for the work that you have done here. And a part of this divine payout is this unconditionally loving dynamic. But anyways, I love you guys. I appreciate you so very much. I will be over on TikTok in like 30 minutes. If I am not seeing you over on TikTok, I will see you again tomorrow. So until then, remain peaceful, unconditionally loving, stand united, and remain respectful unless disrespected. Then check with the Most High and check your motherfucking self before you check a motherfucker with grace. And like Jase would say, XXX Tentacion, 888. If anybody tells you to lay down, run them the over. But not with your car, vroom vroom, with your energy. Because we have nothing to prove. Our energy obviously does it for us. And last but most definitely not least, drink your motherfucking water. It is a conduit of energy and will assist you in alchemizing what is being directed your way. As well as remain balanced, stay grounded, and remember who you are and who God created you to be. And remember, you're deserving of every blessing that comes into your reality. I love you. And until next time, if I won't be seeing you over on TikTok in like 30, bye.